Gangsta gentleman, you are everything and more. Gangster in the streets, but an African king at home. California swag, we met at 360 on the east side.
Put on for my city, put on for my city. Put on for my city, put on for my city. Put on for my city, put on for my city. I just want my city shining. Too much darkness, why I can't stand. Lord help me, my city crying. Turn on all my city lights, please. Gotta go hard. Gotta go hard, gotta go hard, gotta go hard. Gotta go hard. For my city. For my city. For my city. For my city. Put on for my city. Every day I'm gon' get it. I will make it to the top and I won't stop till I get it. Going harder than ever. Did before. So many nights that I feel safe. Can't take it no more. I just want my city shining. Too much darkness, why kids dying. Lord help me, my city's crying. Turn on all my city lights, please. I gotta go hard. Gotta go hard. For my city. For my city. For my city. For my city. Chi-town where I'm from. Too much shit going on. Life is hard as we make it. We make it. Say a prayer for your loved ones. Kiss your daughters and your sons. Tell them that you enjoy them. Hold close to your heart. Never let them grow apart. Hold close to your heart. Never let them grow. Gotta go hard. Gotta go hard.
What's going on, people? Welcome to Tuesday nights, the People's Campaign. I am Mr. TKO. I am your co-host tonight, and I'm going to bring up my lovely host, Miss Denise Nicole. Denise, what's going on, sis?
Good evening, bro. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, listen, we had a lot of events that took place in the last 24 hours, and listen, we got some special guests here tonight. I know you're going to do your thing. I'm going to do my thing, but we want to make it about the people. So anybody that's out there right now, I want you to understand Tuesday nights on the TMAX network, the People's Campaign is all about the people. So what's going on in the community, things that affect us, trauma, celebrations. I got a celebration I want to highlight for tonight. One of my great friends, I consider him a brother for over 15 years. He just made the Guinness Book of World Records. We got some special guests in the studio that's going to come on and, bring us a little bit closer as a network. So, Denise, let me do this real quick. I'm going to drop you down because I want to talk to the people and let them understand where we come from with this TMAX network and especially the People's Campaign. Is that okay?
That's okay with me, boss.
All right, cool beans, man. Hey, listen, guys. I got an explanation to put out there. So when we started TMAX Network, the main thing that we wanted to do was to give a helping hand to the community, to the people that we affect the most and that we come in contact with, right? So over this week, there was a lot going on, right? There was a lot of moving parts. And yesterday was a real eye-opener for me, right? So when I say an eye-opener, within less than 24 hours, I got notification, some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether it was a telephone call, a text message, or just stumbling across on YouTube, individuals who are no longer with us, right? We're going to get into that just in a little bit. But I want to talk to my TMAX family. We got over 246 individuals who have subscribed to the network. Now, what this network is about is not just podcasts. It's not just social talk. It's not just us delivering a message and trying to put something in front of you that we're trying to push, all right? What it's really about is a family, a family away from family, right? A group of individuals that come together, sharing the same ideas, the same passions, talking about topics that may be unpopular, right? Hence the fact that we have on Sunday nights at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Missing Conversation hosted by D. Awesome One. So those are the topics that we're going to be talking about on those Sunday nights where it's uncomfortable. It's called the Missing Conversation. It started out as the under the rug conversation because a lot of times in our families and throughout our communities, a lot of important things get swept under the rug. You know, those things that we don't like to talk about the most because it's embarrassing or painful. So when we started the TMAX Network, I told the team, I said, listen, we're going to be doing the Fatal Five Funnels. We're going to be talking about social, financial, spiritual, mental, and then we're going to tie it all together with the community. And those things have been taking place. But we got some topics that we want to talk about tonight that I really hope whoever is watching, and whether you're watching us live right now or you're watching the replay, I want you to understand that the reason why we come here is just for you. So this is called the People's Campaign, right? You can subscribe to us right now on YouTube at TMAX_network, or you can reach us on Facebook, our Facebook group, TMAX Network. If you're a content creator, if you are a new panelist, you want to be on the panel, email us, tmaxnetworkllc@gmail.com. I want to thank each and every last one of our subscribers. every last one of y'all. I want to thank y'all. You didn't have to hit that subscribe button, but you did. If you turn on your notification bell, if you like, if you share, if you tell a friend to tell a friend, we appreciate you guys. What I don't want to get in the habit of is talking about the people who don't support. To us, that doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is you. Those of you that share our stuff, love our content, come up on our panels, whether you pop in every now and then or you're a regular panelist on all 3 shows. We appreciate you. So with that being said, I want to touch on this one topic. So when it comes to support, what it looks like. Support looks like doing what's right and what you know needs to be done without anyone telling you what to do. Support looks like what you see us pushing, bring your gifts and talents to the table to try to enhance it. We have an open platform here on TMAX Network. You can get involved, bring your gifts and talents, and they would not be shunned upon. They would not be turned down. So on behalf of TMAX Network, myself, Denise, Niat Ridgeway, D Awesome One, now we have a new co-host on Tuesday night, and that's Hot Boy Zeke. He'll be on with us just in a few. So I'm gonna bring Denise back up, but I want y'all to understand that this network is yours. It's called the People's Campaign on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. So Denise, I'm gonna bring you back up, sis. Listen, man, I got all sorts of stuff going on in me right now and through my head and in my heart, and we're gonna share it tonight. But do you got anything you want to plug, anything you want to, mention to the people before we get started?
Absolutely. We have some amazing co-host superstar guests coming on June 20th or June. Let me back up, bro. June 20th, we have Miss Kamei International coming on live and direct, talking about LLCs, how to start one, why you need a living will, different things about the legal industry, but also sharing her journey of how she went from modeling to pageantry to, bossing up in the legal field. And then we have, you talked about the trauma, June 27th. You are not going to want to miss Nikila Asha, psychic life coach, coming on to drop tips, tools, and jewels on how to release the blocks and remember who you were before the world told you who you should be. So stay tuned. It's the People's Campaign, Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sundays at 5:45, we have the Boss Talk. And then directly after that, we have the Missing Conversation with D Awesome One. So stay tuned. We got some good news to bring you every time.
Man, Denise, you always bring the dope interviews, the dope content, and the people that you bring on, man, listen, they have so much to give. Not only are they entrepreneurs, not only are they community activists, but they have a message that's reaching deep into the core of our community. So I appreciate you, sis, for rocking out with us. You ready to get started?
Oh, I'm always ready. And thank you for them flowers, brother. I receive them.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. So first off, we're going to do this. So we had a couple of guests that reached out to us and they said they wanted to push their businesses, right? And I know over on Boss Talk with Niat Ridgeway on Sundays at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, she does a lot of interviews, right? Spotlighting the people in our community that's doing the most. So I want to shout out before I bring up our first guest and before we open up to the panel, I want to shout out my brother, my friend, Mr. Johnny Miller, right? You guys can Google him. He's Googleable now, right? My nephew, Michael Williams Jr., he hit me with that term. He said, I'm Googleable. I said, okay, cool. All right, so I can Google your name and you'll pop up first, right? So if you guys Google Johnny Miller and the Guinness Book of World Records, that's my homeboy. I've known him over 15, probably 20 years now, right? He's doing big things in Virginia, the state of Virginia, right? Virginia Beach to be exact. He entered into the Guinness Book of World Records from his workout routine, okay? So I think it said he did with a 40-pound dumbbell, he did 62 reps within a minute. Now, that don't sound like a lot, but I want to let any of y'all understand. I want you to go and pick up a 40-pound dumbbell and try to do 62 reps. Now, we got D Awesome One here who used to be, and probably still is, in the weight training and bodybuilding, right? And I want him to come up. Matter of fact, let me bring him up now because he probably got some insight on this. D, you with us?
Yeah, man.
Hey, 62 reps, under a minute, 40-pound dumbbell. How hard is that?
I want to highlight what 1 minute is. It is a short and a long time. If you ever played any sports and it's the fourth quarter and you got 1 minute to cover however many, yards or distance you got to go to get to the end zone. It's still a lot of time, but it's not a lot of time. So let me tell y'all, anything when it comes to working out is about range of motion. And when you lifting a dumbbell, more than likely you're doing a curl or a press, one or the other. You do that under a minute. Jesus. Listen, man, I ain't doing it. No. I'm not. God bless him, man. I appreciate people like that push the boundaries for other people to go ahead and set new boundaries for themselves and also for the world. Because that type of thing what he did, what people understand the greatest thing of it all is called evolution. There was once a point in time in life that it was said that a mile couldn't be ran under 4 minutes. And people were running miles 358, 356, 352. You know what I mean? So he basically just evolved the human beings to another level. And man, congratulations to that brother, man. I salute him. I truly do. Because man, 60 at anything at any given time is a great feat. But to do it in a minute, that's only 60 seconds, y'all. Jeez. That's basically a rep and a half per second.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That's real talk, man. And I'm trying to pull up it's all over the place. He did it back in March, right? And his brother reached out to me today. Shout out Shuja, right? Donnie Miller out of Southern Pines. All of their whole family is out of Southern Pines, North Carolina. And I really wanted to give highlight to this so that we can say that not only from the TMAX network, People's Campaign standpoint, that we are doing.
That's okay. Sometimes the internet be tripping a little bit.
No. I got a phone call. I'm on my phone with this one here because I'm trying to do 3 things at one time. But can you hear me now, Denise?
I can hear you.
All right, cool. So not only the People's Campaign, and we're doing big things over here, but we are connected with individuals. former NFL players. Denise are bringing people to the campaign that are authors and just doing tremendous things in the community. So we want to highlight and spotlight those things. And I'll leave the rest of the spotlights up to Ms. Ridgway on Sundays at 5:45. But now we will do this. We're going to transition. I was waiting on one of our people to show up who actually wanted to promote their business, right? Since I don't see them, if they are here, I see someone in the back, Splash MKE. I don't know if that's them or not. Let's go ahead and see who this person is. But if it's not them, I'm going to promote his business. His name is DeMar Rowley, and he has the Rowley Investment Group. So let's see who this is. Who is this? Black House. Okay, that's stay right there, Miss Lady. I know you're here representing Jay Prince. All right. So cool beans. D, I'm gonna drop you down. Denise, man, you're gonna bring up a special guest, and I see that he has a special guest here with him tonight. So give me 1 second. Let me drop D down. All right. Now, this hit hard for me. Okay. Last night, about 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I was about to go to bed. And normally I turn on the TV. I don't care what plays. I just put something on, set the timer for about an hour for the TV to turn off when I'm asleep, right? So I get into bed and I turn on the TV, and lo and behold, there is Jay Prince for President live on YouTube. Now, everybody that's on the TMAX network knows that I am a tremendous supporter. I try to do my best. Our whole team, right, along with Miss Ridgeway and D and Maria Gonzalez, all of us, we try to do our best to support across the board those who support us. So I turn on and I see that Jay Prince for President is live, and I don't read the caption, the title. I just look at it. I'm okay. He live. I'm gonna turn him on. I listen to him for a while until I doze off. Well, Denise, listen. When my eyes hit the screen and it focused, I saw the title that said "Open Discussion in Remembrance of Auntie J." Now, you guys may not know Auntie J if you're not being locked in and tuned in across the whole YouTube platform. Niet Ridgeway, Maria Gonzalez, D Awesome One, myself, we know Auntie J, right? And when I seen that, it threw me for a loop, because this is the reason why I'm taking this second. Y'all know I don't even hardly ever want to be on camera. I don't want to be in the limelight. I love to do it behind the scenes and use my creative mind to help everybody grow, right? But I wanted to come up here before we bring in our new co-host. I wanted to come up here and tell all of TMAX Network family, from all three hosts, Denise, D, and Niet Ridgeway. I wanted to tell y'all, we are a family. This is not just some YouTube fluff that we're doing to have fun and waste time, right? Because we spend hours on this thing Sundays and Tuesdays. This is a real family. We have family issues. Sometimes we have to have the tough conversations. But I want to tell each and every last one of y'all, man, I love each and every last one of y'all. And if something were to ever happen to you, I don't know what it would do to me. I can't even imagine what my brother Jay Prince and the whole Black House family over on Jay Prince for President on YouTube is going through right now. Truly, right? It did something to me. So I just want to tell each of my hosts and all of our panelists and every last one of the 246 subscribers, yo, I don't want to lose any one of y'all. All right? I just met you, Denise, a couple months ago, maybe a month and a half, going on 2 months. Miss Lady, if something were to, listen, if something happened to me, I hope I left an impact on this platform and the YouTube world and all of y'all. So with that being said, let me go down and bring up my man Jay Prince. And before we do, I'm gonna bring up the panel in a little bit. But before we bring them up, everybody that's watching, send some prayers, some hearts, some likes, share his stuff. Jay Prince for President on YouTube. And he's running a campaign with his people called the Black House. Jay Prince, what's good, my man? You muted.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. TKO and Miss Denise Nicole?
Hey, man, we doing okay. How are you?
I'm just feeling, I think, Auntie J, she was real close to me.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of YouTube, she'd call me. We sit on the phone for hours. She'd be like, that fat bitch done shared about you with Jay Prince. You know who she talked about when she said that?
Exactly.
Auntie J, she done talked about me too, and she is support and stuff like that. She'll talk about you and support you at the same time. She remind me so much of my auntie, my mama, and that's why, like, when it came to her, I never took nothing personal. Whenever she cussed me out or whatever, I never took it personal. Then after a while, she just kept coming around the Black House, and I gave her. I feel proud that I gave her that space to just be herself. What I would try to create it for the Black House, I'm not going to try to knock nobody else hustle, but a lot of people want to do things for money. I understand that. You got to get your money and stuff. And like I always push for and advocate for is family and love. and establishing relationships, and because I believe that's what God put us here for. I think that's more valuable, um, to make people feel good, or even when they feeling down and stuff, just to be there. And we don't dig too much inside of our internal selves. We concentrate more on our exterior than opposed to our interior selves. So I think love is, I wanted to show the people, how to express love for somebody. And in when I found out the news, I had found out the news by like 2 hours before I did the show. It was unexpected. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was talking on the phone with a couple of team members, and they were saying, how you gonna do the show? You just gonna talk about her, then, and it will be crazy to talk about her and do a show bash women, or talk about something crazy. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I wasn't gonna do no show, and I was up there typing in the community chat saying that I'm sorry, y'all, I can't do the show tonight. Then I said some just told me, just said skip that, and when I played it, um I turned on, I played a song, Amazing Grace, because
Hold that thought real quick, Jay Prince. Um, because this is a part of what I wanted to do for you, my man. Um, you did play a lot of songs, bruh. I thought I was gonna go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. By one, I got in bed like 12:15, and I saw you were live, and you started playing those songs, and I thought I was gonna be asleep by 1. Auntie J kept me up to almost 3:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
And the things that were you did man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I bow down to you, my guy. TMAX Network, we bow down to you because when you are the first person. Me and you started out watching Lapeep Network. You was on Fight Club. I was never on Fight Club, but I was over there supporting Lapeep and what they had going on. And you're the first person, other than rest in peace Kevin Samuels, but you're the first person who I seen in a community off of YouTube have someone that was so vital to their shows pass away. And what you did, man, you did a hell of a tribute. Your chat was lit up with everybody dropping purple hearts and doves and flowers. And then people were saying, oh my God, Auntie J would have loved this. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to do this real quick, man. I hope y'all don't mind. I have to, I have to, uh, all right. I have to say this. What you did for Auntie J, bro, I hope somebody do that for me. Whether it's family, friends, YouTube family, friends. Bro, what you did for Auntie J was dope. I don't want to bring the show all the way down, but I'm going to slow it down for a second and give you your flowers and tell you, my man, that was a stand-up G move. You really cancel everything just to highlight her for hours, man. Right? I know you got your family here. We're gonna bring them up here in just a second. But for you, I want to play this same tribute that you put out to let our people know. It ain't gonna be the whole live. It's just gonna be a snippet of it. But this is what Jay Prince did for Auntie J last night, and I just thought it was a stand-up move. So here you go.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Auntie Jay. We
All
love
right,
you
PJ.
for sure. So, Jay Prince, who do you have, or you can give, some final words on, what took place yesterday. Anything you want to wrap up from that, and then I know you got one of your family members here. So take it away, brother. So
I think she just came to watch. I don't think she had one on. I
okay.
don't, cause she don't like come on. I don't know. You probably have to ask her. I don't know.
No, well, she can stay off camera. Let's bring her up with you, and she can talk, man. She can keep her camera off. Um,
That's my cousin Splash.
what's going on, Splash? Can you hear us?
She had to get off mute. You got to hit your mute button, cuz.
Okay, she might be.
He's probably stepped away.
Yeah. She. I got you.
After
I
that
get
tribute, it might be hard to come on because that tribute it's a lot, and our condolences sincerely from the TMAX network to the Black House family, to Auntie J and everybody. Our sincere condolences.
facts,
No, I
man.
really
I know she
appreciate that.
leave behind a husband, and she had children. Jay Prince.
Yeah, she got a daughter. Matter of fact, I just got done talking to her daughter, and she said she said her mom used to always talk about me. I didn't know this to her, and her mom used to always, like prop me up and say I look like her, and she's just saying how she thought I was a phenomenal man just by me being authentic and stuff like that. And she said, I see why my mama love you and always talked about you. And she said what you did yesterday, a lot of those songs were her favorite songs, and she gonna use that, I guess, at her mama funeral. And she really adored the show that I did for her mama yesterday. And
Yes, sir.
I just did it all from my heart. I didn't wanna auntie she put a lot of value out of these platforms. And I didn't want to do like all recipes Auntie J, so give her flowers, then move on to some bullcrap conversation. I didn't want to. I felt like she deserved way more than that. And I knew because they had the YouTube that took the stream down because I played a lot of copyrights. But I went in there knowing that's going to eventually happen. So I was willing to take that risk, like she did for us. She supported me in many ways. And in fact, the last time I had a conversation with her, it seemed like she passed right after that conversation. She was talking about supporting my Black House Glizzies, the hot dog cart.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't heard nothing from her since, up until yesterday.
Yeah, man. That was that was absolutely dope. So it looked like we got Splash back in the building. I don't know if she's ready to speak or not. Splash, can you hear us? I can almost hear her. Can you hear us, Splash?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you here representing Jay Prince. You got anything you want to add to the conversation, or tell your cousin what an amazing job that he has done representing Auntie Jay?
Yeah, I want to say, I was trying to contact him this morning, and he wouldn't answer the phone, and it was about business. So once he chimed in and called me back, I'm like, dude, where you been? I've been trying to call you all morning, and this and and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, cousin, I'm sorry, you know, um, I'm sorry, I forget her name,
Auntie
but
Jay.
Auntie J, Auntie J passed away, and I'm like, who? And he like Auntie J, she was a supporter of the Black House, and yada yada. And I'm like, boy, I'm trying to handle business. You know how, when you don't know a person, you don't know them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so then he let me know how important she was to him, how funny she was, and how she remind me of um, our auntie, our aunties, our moms. And
Yeah.
that's when I stopped and I was listening and I was just quiet and just letting him talk.
because it kind of like that made it hit home for sure, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
And
Um,
he did play a little music, and I did get kind of choked up and stuff, and I was just, whew, yeah, I can
mhm.
relate. We can relate, you know, losing somebody close to you.
Yeah, and I was trying to grab some clips from your show, Jay Prince, but you one of them cats that go 12 hours uh,
Mm-hmm.
on one stream. So boy, it was hard for me to find parts where she was at. But um, you got our support, man, 100% of the time. And when we don't talk, we still here. We locked in. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I try to do the best. We try to do the best we can to get in your chat, drop some super chats, and be as active as possible. But man, I'm gonna bring up Miss Nia Ridgeway because I know that she, has. I hit her up, right? Um, it was 12, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I just texted her, right? And the only thing I sent to her was sad news. I didn't know she was up and what she was doing. And then about 3 minutes, not even 3 minutes, she hit me back. What's going on, dog? I'm like, man, I hope I didn't wake you up, but here's what happened. So she and I stayed on the phone for about 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying, texting back and forth, letting each other know how important we were to each other. And then she has been here from the beginning of us starting TMAX Network. So she knows what we're building over here is exactly trying to duplicate what you've already set in motion. So Niet, welcome to the live stream. You got anything you want to say over to Mr. J Prince?
I love what you've done over there for the people. The main thing, everyone always said, you gave them a space to be themselves. So that's what I've heard ever since I was introduced to you. So I definitely commend you for doing that, and the love that you genuinely show for people. Like you even talk about, you bring up on topics that hit home for a lot of people that haven't been seen or heard. So I know that the family and friends of Auntie J definitely will appreciate the tribute that you gave to them beyond this moment. This is what you've done has made history. It came over here and hit us over here with the TMAX network and showed us how we need to be here and love on one another and just, share our voices because we never know who we're touching. And just want to give you your flowers and thank you for reaching the people the way that you have been doing for these years to come.
Thank you, Miss Nia. One thing I did learn, like when you like we all becoming public figures, right? And one thing I'm learning that I took in real life is some wish to happen, sad happen to either one of us. You want to be able to give people something positive and something great to talk about you. Um, you don't want to be the person that they got to kind of make up stuff. So, um, and express, and when you in real life, show people that you can love, and ain't nothing wrong, ain't nothing soft about expressing love. And like again, my value is more family and love, stuff like that. We know we got to make money and stuff, but I'm willing to sacrifice that hands down for to establish beautiful relationships with people and establish love first before anything. Families, to me, that's what I value the highest. Everything else is just monetary. But families and stuff and love that and we got a lot of people don't know how to show it because they were never shown it. And that, like, I guess Auntie J was speaking through my spirit because I was confused on what to do next. I played that one song and it went from there. And then I was vibing off the people that was in the chat and they was just feeling it. And bam, it just went there. And next thing you know, we made a beautiful tribute. It wasn't even planned. Me hearing about what happened to Auntie J wasn't planned. So but I knew I had a lot of love for Auntie J, and I knew I wasn't just gonna just ignore her like that and say a few words, just ignore her. No, I wasn't gonna do that. She was a member of the Black House, and one thing I wanted people to know about the Black House, what I'm trying to put at the Black House is we don't care about money like that. We like to show people love and express love, and yeah, we have some rough conversations, and I allow people to come in, and like I always tell people, if y'all got beef with each other, y'all can hash it out, and by the time they hash it out, they won't have no vengeance with each other. They won't resent each other. And so with that being said, but the the number one priority, what I'm trying to push is love and families. I think we should, and then we talk a lot about mental health and stuff like that too. And I think that's way more important than me talking about, bashing women or talking about getting paid all the time. I think that's more godly for me. And and it just worked out. I felt good about it, and it was very touchy. Um,
Well, we appreciate you. Just want you to know that straight from the heart. We do appreciate you. 'Cause I know it's not always easy to get those messages across. It's not always easy to be the person that handles uncommon conversations with people. It's not easy to do that because you do get a lot of backlash for trying to do the right thing. So
mhm.
I appreciate you. No, we appreciate you, each and every one of us from over here.
And I want to say one more thing. I learned to accept mm, the good stuff of me, of course, but like my negative side. We all got good and negative, and I want people to accept both sides of yourself. Learn to live in your own skin and be proud in it. Don't never let nobody make you feel like you always got to change something about yourself or compromise who you are. And never let no money, no better, no thing, nothing that you think a better that could put you in a better financial position uh compromise you. um I thought people was gonna call me soft because I was the type of music I was playing from my auntie J. I call her my auntie J. I didn't care about that. you know it's I'm For a long time I forgot how to feel because I walked around angry for so long. And we come from an area where that feelings, they tell you keep that in your girl body. But when people say they strong, sometimes being strong actually make yourself weak. When you're not allowed to be able to feel and express life and feel who you are, when you're not attached to your emotional side, I think that's you walking around empty, you soulless. And we used to take pride in that. We used to take pride that I didn't cry at such and such funeral, or if I seen people die that I don't cry. We took pride in it because the idea we thought that was make us strong, like we the biggest gangsters on the planet. But to me, now my movement now, my age now, nah, I want to be able to feel. I want to learn how to cry. I want to feel my emotions, because if I don't feel my emotions, I can lose my who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be genuine, and being genuine is being in touch with your emotions, and to me, that's who you are.
Facts, man. You got any lasting words before we let you part, and we're gonna bring up Maria Gonzalez. We want everybody to give Jay Prince his flowers, and give them their support and their condolences. Because just honestly, bro, I'm speaking for myself, but I know I speak on the behalf of all of us when I say when I heard that and saw that, and I'm so blessed that I was a part of that, because I'm gonna be transparent, man. Let me spotlight myself real quick. I'm gonna be very transparent right now. When I saw that right there, I can show you. I'm gonna take screenshots and send it to you, Jay Prince. I text my mom, I text my dad, I text all of my kids, and the message I sent them, I'll leave that to the, between just us, but it was because not just because it was Auntie J and what it was because we oftentimes neglect to understand, or well, we neglect to understand how important time is. Time waits for no man. Father Time is undefeated. That's what a lot of people say, and that's true, right? So shout out to you, man. What you gave us with that tribute, it set in motion, and people that really know me know how I feel about family, right? So it set in motion for me to tell my people, whether they on this platform or in my real life off of YouTube, I love y'all. I wish nothing but the best for you. We need to talk more. This is what I'm texting certain people. We need to talk more often. We definitely got to put a family reunion together. One side of my family has never had one. The other side of my family ain't had one in 20 years, and that set me in motion. So, man, I ain't gonna tear up again like I did last night on your live. So I'm gonna tell you this. Shout out to you, man. We're gonna bring up Maria Gonzalez and see what she has to
Hey,
Hey, how you
first
doing?
of all, I'm good. First of all, I definitely want to, tell you I'm sorry for your loss. But what you said really speaks truth. Family comes in all different shapes and sizes. I always say blood make you related, bonds make you family. And so we really do need to appreciate the people we have in our lives while they're there and not take them for granted. And it really do makes a big difference because we never know how much time we have. But I really am sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Maria. And what I'm trying to plan on now, because this been like an issue for me. Like, I want to express my love for people in life too. Celebrate them in life instead of waiting till they pass.
Yeah.
Um, so I was trying to think of something like where everybody could come in and like take some of their favorite memorable moments of Facebook memorable moments, whatever they done post throughout their years or whatever, something that they like, that they wouldn't mind showing and celebrating, and just celebrate each and every person, especially on the Black House members and T. I love the TMAX network. Y'all got something great going on here, and but I wanna be able to celebrate my people while they're here.
Yeah.
We don't too much see that too much. We should never have to wait till you pass it to really celebrate you, to make you feel, you know, how I try to make Auntie J feel yesterday when I did a tribute. I want people to I want us to at least do it once a month. It don't got to be every day, but at least start off like once a month. Find something a good, to celebrate everybody and move like that. You know, I we can move in negativity and hatred all day. That's so easy. That's easy. I think doing something positive that even though Auntie J, it was I had some tears and stuff like that, but it made me smile. How people's like, man, thank you, Jay Prince. Thank you, Jay Prince, for doing this. I didn't know that really meant something to people. I didn't know. I just knew it just meant something to me. Uh,
Because the first time I was introduced to her was actually on your show. And so it was the first time I appeared on your show. And we was on there for a little bit before she popped up.
right.
And I was in there dying laughing. I was crying tears because she kept it real.
Mhm.
And she had me, I was in there crying and laughing so hard at her brutal honesty. So that's, to me, that's one of my favorite memories of her.
Yeah, that's why people call me her son because like I was like a lot of people know me for being brutally honest to a fault. And
Hmm.
she was the same way. We didn't try to put on no face for nobody. You know, we just told it like it is. We talked about a lot of our life experiences. Um, like I didn't come over here to like try to get accolades or nothing like that. I just came on the space just to talk my stuff and because my heart used to be heavy, but until I started coming over here on these spaces and stuff, they allowed me to express who I am. Even though in the beginning I should be rough. I thought I was gonna get kicked off the panel. But that's the reason why I make my space that same way. I don't censor nobody. Because in order for you to change, you got to be able to you got to be able to have that space to express who you are at that moment. That don't mean that's who you are, but at that moment, this is where you at that moment. A lot of us been keeping our feelings in. A lot of us been have to wear masks for long periods of times, or a lot of us been dealing with stuff and not knowing when you dig into it, go back to your childhood or something like that you never got over because you was taught to just move on from it or laugh it off or brush it off like it don't mean nothing. But I just want the people to know, some hurt you, live it, feel it, acknowledge it. Some hurt you. Don't go through years and try to brush it off. This is you, and this is how I believe that a lot of people start to develop like anxieties, depressions, and stuff like that because there's so much stuff that they held in. So
because for a lot of people, you're so right, and having that safe place where people can really be themselves, like one of the things you offer, it for some people that's the only outlet they have.
mm-hmm.
And so you'll really be surprised by like the impact that you may have on people's lives just by being able to fully express themselves and however they need to be, expressed in that time.
Yes, and that's why I like I realized when I start that overnight show, people actually depend on that for me to come on every night, no matter if I don't want to come on or not. That's why I'm glad I got people that help me run in and stuff like that. And we all want to do it, and they depend on that. Some people work third shift. Some people can't sleep because they dealing with stuff, and they come up there have conversations. I don't even got to be on the panel no more. And they be having the conversation without me. They be having a blast without me. I wake up, hop on the panel, look at the panel. They going in. They just having a blast, and that's all. Like I had an auntie, my auntie, she used to go to bingo a lot, but all the family used to be at her house. That's the house we was raised, that I was brought up in. And she don't even have to be there, but we all be there just kicking it. And that's the type of atmosphere that I wanted. I just let them have their thing. That's their stuff. Even though I don't like for people to say, "Oh, this Jay Prince channel." No, no, no. That's the Black House, and I think I put them. That's the family channel. That's everybody. We open up. That don't mean that we ain't gonna have some real conversations. It's gonna be sometimes gonna be a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, a lot of everything. But by time my goal is by time that show end within them 12 hours, the beef should be over with. You should have got all that stuff off your chest. And sometimes when you get the stuff off your chest, you find out you get to start loving a person again. You respect each other.
Yeah.
It's like me and my brother used to have to fight each other. After you fight each other, you gain respect for people. So that's what I want.
Man, Maria, I'll give you the last words before we let you go and bring up someone else that want to, give Jay his flowers and shout out Auntie Jay. So, Maria, anything you got to say to Jay Prince before you leave?
Not really, other than what I said, and family's family at the end of the day, and it will get better. And again, sorry for your loss.
Thank you. And you know what, Mr. PKO?
Huh?
You know what? I think a lot of us, when we start talking about our emotions, it make a lot of people feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it give all us. I even feel like a little weird vibe to to be all the way vulnerable and open with our emotions. What I'm trying to advocate for now and try to push more is to be comfortable in it. That's a part of you. Don't be shy of it. Don't be ashamed of it. Allowing yourself to feel your emotions, man. That's ain't nothing. I don't care who put a label on that. Because I know it makes it. We not used to, a lot of us. I could tell a lot of us, we grew up somewhat hard, and we not used to tapping into our emotions and stuff like that. That make us feel kind of weird, like I'm not used to it. You know what I'm saying? And being vulnerable, expressing my emotions and stuff like that. To be honest with you, it's like crying, all that type of stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet, but I'm working on that. If like this, if it falls out, it falls out. But I want to be comfortable within it. I think we should celebrate and don't shame your emotions. That's who you are.
Yeah, man. A lot of people hide behind their emotions, right? A lot of people's defense mechanisms are opposite from the emotions that they're really going through. So when somebody's really sad, they try to be aggressive and angry, especially guys, right? And and that's the reason why we wanted to stop. And so when y'all was just talking about, Maria was talking about, the impact, and you was talking about the impact Auntie J had. She had such an impact, bro, that she got us doing a whole show over here. And if I popped up there, she might remember my face. But if I didn't have no name down at the bottom, she don't know my name, right? She don't know Maria Gonzalez. She don't know Niet Ridgeway, but we know her. So for her impact and your show to be such a hit of what it is, and she got us shutting the whole thing down, talking about her, man. Because like we love family, just like what you just said about the Black House. So with that being said, man, I want to bring up. I want to put this out there first. We had the ladies come up, they spoke, but with that emotion that you was just talking about, man, brothers don't give brothers enough love and support and guidance. You know what I'm saying? The way that we are doing right now. And with that, I want to bring up this brother out of San Antonio, Texas. I met him via YouTube and TikTok or whatever. And ever since I've known him, stand up 100 solid. And you know him as D Awesome One. I know him as my brother. So D, I want to bring you on up to center stage, man, so you can give Jay Prince some love, and I'm gonna fall back. All right.
What's up, D? You muted, D.
Hold on. Let me get somewhere real quick.
All right.
Because I don't want this to be taken lightly.
All right, too easy, man. Let's let D get to his location. But Jay, while D is getting situated, I want to ask you something, man. We're gonna kind of, I wanted to get in this mood for Auntie J, right? But at the end of the day, I want to ask you, how does it feel, bro, going from Fight Club over to Le Peep, having your segment with Anton, and then we ain't gonna talk about the negatives, but where you are in this space right now, it gotta feel hella good. Cause I remember when that whole transitioning was happening, you hit me up. I was at my sister, my niece's birthday party after you started the Black House and things were kind of happening on y'all end. And you hit me up and you was like, man, what do you think I should do? You know what I'm saying? I want to do this, but people telling me to do this. And you was thinking about just dropping Black House, period. The campaign and everything. And I spoke some positive reinforcement because I knew where you wanted to really stay with. But then how does it feel being in this situation right now? Being in your own space, making your own moves, but you've grown an audience, bro. So how does that feel to you, man?
I think that was destined. I think God put these people in my life to lead me where I'm at today. I think all of that little bull stuff that was happening, I think God allowed that to happen. and to put me in the spot where I'm at right now. And because God knew, like, the people that I was working with, all of them, they wanted to like somewhat like alter my character, and I bit into it a little bit, and I realized I was becoming fake. I wasn't being who I am. So God, God put me in all of these little spirits with certain people to get where I'm at, and I could just be 100% me. And it feels good as heck that um God gave me all this to hear my voice and hear what I have to say. And a lot of people relate to me. A lot of people know what type of life I lived, where I came from, what I done experienced. And I won't be surprised. A lot of people, they learn from me. I learn from them too. Um, I just be wanting, especially, I'm not trying to be, just standoffish, but especially with black men. I think black men, I think we've been stumped on the most. So I think we need a lot of work. We got a lot of work we need to work on. And it feels good to be able to have that floor and open the doors for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And I'm so glad that you brought up that point, because that's a great segue into bringing D up, man. D has, I know, we ain't growing as fast, but we're making an impact. D has a segment on his show on Sundays at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's called The Missing Conversation, but he has a segment called Sit Bro. And Sit Bro stands for Success is the Best Revenge Overall. Now, success don't have to always be monetary, like me and you talk
Hmm.
about a lot, right? Success can be achieving goals, and success can be repairing relationships and families. Success can be overcoming depression. Success can be so much,
Yeah.
whatever it means to you. So I'm about to bring D up, and you just mentioned the fact that men, we got to stick together and also be more open and vulnerable and heal some things. So I'm gonna bring D on up here right quick, man. I'm gonna fall back, but I know this part right here with you and him is about to take us there. D, what's good, man?
Man, apologize, man. I apologize. Man, my condolences to you, bro. Me and you kind of tight from this, and you were one of like first major people to bless, the missing conversation. And man, my appreciation for you, man, there is no real words that I could just put into to really express my appreciation, my gratitude, and the friendship. You know what I'm saying? You even reached out via Facebook and connected with me, man. I thought that was huge. As all I'll get up, man. I'm very thankful for that. But man, about Auntie J though, I remember when first talking to her, man, she just gave that everybody knows that one hood auntie. That's everybody's auntie, and she was that, and she was that thorough and advocate supporter for you, man. And I learned a lot from just watching her be there with her presence, in which we take for granted, man. And one thing I could say about her was she gonna ride with you to the end. But when you was wrong, after the dust settled, she gonna pull you to the side. And she was gonna let you know, buddy, you was in the wrong. Even though I'm sticking out with you, but you wrong. And so I appreciate that about her, man, and I appreciate the fact that you gave her that platform. That was her voice is ringing in people's ears right now, bro. That's like to come by and just sit her just chop it up, and to see like somebody from the generation of before I was, as being appreciated and being in the mix of us, to where she can communicate with us but also pull back from her life's lessons and pour into us, man. And I want to say thank you for that, because that was something that I knew that was particularly needed in the space for men, which what the sit bro comes into, and the main purpose is to bridge the gap of the generation of men. So the younger man don't feel like they cannot communicate with us, and the older man don't feel like they communicate with the younger man. And we get to a point of just thoroughly understanding that we got each other's back. And it's been impactful. Like you said, it's not growing as fast as we like it to, but I mean, the discussions that we have had, we've had some people really get some heavy weight off their shoulders and walk away a whole lot lighter than what they came in. And that part of that, man, was you were part of that conversation me and Al was having. You know, maybe we can get you over there one day, man, when time is right. You know, I'm gonna harass you. I'm gonna keep sending the links anyway. Hopefully you pop
Oh
in.
yeah.
But I mean, and I understand that, and I appreciate the fact that when I do send them, that you don't like, hey man, why you sending me this? No, I understand that part, man. I'm thankful for that. So, like I say, the biggest thing is because of us men, particularly us black men, so much neglect has taken place, and so much value has been put on a man's monetary position versus his character. You know what I mean? And that's such a disheartening thing, because I've seen so many good dudes in all tax brackets, and the statures to the same, and to the point where I'm on a whole nother movement. Like, it's like, man, it's time for us to shut the fuck up, because we've said everything and there's nothing more to say at this point. We just need to communicate with each other, build each other up, and and then when they find out, whether it's on time or on late or later on, the right people that's supposed to be around gonna be around. And so it's really working that essence of life, and really to getting men back to being self-assured and self-aware. And so, man, I like I said, big credit is you were part of that thought. I appreciate you, brother, for allowing me to come grace your platforms and have space with Auntie J like a time or two, that I got to know her, and I appreciate you. Truly, truly do, bro. Truly do.
Man, thank you, D. Man, I really appreciate y'all over here, man. Y'all always giving people flowers. Y'all always giving me flowers and showing love. I really appreciate y'all for that, man. I love y'all for this. Um, this is what I want to say. Uh, a lot of people we don't heard a lot of people talking about high value men and stuff like that. And my argument's been on these platforms. No, women love a man with personality and his character. And I think part of what I did yesterday was my character. So I'm more focused on building my character and enhancing my personality more than become a high value person. Because at the end of the day, what else can high value do to you? You can buy all that stuff in the world. You can buy a house, but you can't buy a home.
Right.
And you can become you can buy medicine, but you can't get healed. So I want to focus on the more tangible things, like the stuff that matter, the stuff that's meaningful. Having this bond just like black men. We met each other on the street. That don't go on like that.
Right.
So a lot of people say these niggas talk crap on these YouTube spaces because they know they can't get touched. I would say that's teaching us how to communicate. That's teaching us a different way, because a lot of us, we don't have so many arguments and everything, and we still rocking with each other. Now, if we would have been on the street, a lot of us type of conversation we done had, a lot of us probably got beat up, dead, or in jail right now. So it taught us how to communicate, and it also taught us how to be comfortable and loving one another. Because now, out of all those parts that I done have with people, they like my best homies, and then we treat each other heavy. So that's one thing I'm proud of with the YouTube, and another thing I'm proud of with this space. A lot of people say, I couldn't believe how can you have feelings for people that you met on YouTube? Is when you spend hours and hours and months, days, years, and we spent a lot of time. We literally spent a lot of time with those 2 years of me being here. We spent damn near the whole 2 years, hour, minute by second, minute by minute, hour by hour. And you know one thing we didn't, the main thing, and this is why I be telling Anton them, we don't care what you got behind closed doors. It's not about what you got. We don't care. A lot of people probably could be living in the basement or outside. It's all about you as a person, which is your character and your personality. At the end of the day, what make you valuable?
There you go.
A lot of valuable people in this space like myself, don't got shit. I'm at the bottom of all the rich guys that comes on these platforms. But I think I think our brains value. And I think if I leave the space, a lot of people like, man, it would kind of sour up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So we all bring value. D, you bring value. Mr. TKO bring value. We all bring some type of value. And when people watch us, they don't watch what's in your bank account. They don't watch what you're driving. They don't watch what type of big crib you living in. They watching and listening to you as a person. This is your trial. When we come on these spaces, this is your trial to be able to tell who you are as a person, not what you got.
Absolutely.
That's why I be trying to tell them, like, women choose, and when women go to choose us, like I always say, we the books. I don't want to like, over talk. I just say this: we the books, they the readers. It's up to us to give them. It's up to us to give them something to read and
Mm-hmm.
keep them interested.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So when you said a while ago, Jay Prince, about the high value thing, I think the YouTube streets kind of ruined that, man, because uh, think about it when you're talking about when the average YouTuber or platform start to talk about high value, the first thing that comes to mind is income and money and
Right.
assets and different things. But if you think about the quality of the person, let's say if we talking about a high value man, quote unquote, for the YouTube street definition, right? Then think about the quality of the female that's thinking high value is money, this and that. We would look at her as a gold digger. I'm not
Yep.
trying to get on the man woman versus thing right now, but we would
Right.
look at that person as a gold digger, and we would, and as men, we would look at that as low value.
Right.
So that means it takes a low value person to see high value in a person just by monetary things. But when you
Mm-hmm.
start talking about character and fatherhood, bro, you are a single black man. I don't know if you're in a relationship now in the last 2 weeks, but you are a single black man that has how many girls?
3.
And you got all of them in your custody, right?
Yeah, they right here laying now.
My dog, that's valued in the mud. Right?
Absolutely.
Some of us is fighting to have custody or visitations or different privileges with our own biological children, bro. You are from your character to, and this just real shit. Matter of fact, the women is back here. I can see Denise shaking her head in the studio. This is just men talking amongst men, and I'm gonna give you your flowers time after time, bro. You have your children in your custody, and you fought and you wanted them.
Mm-hmm.
You give flowers to other people. You bring value to the YouTube streets, as you alluded to. If you left, things won't be the same for thousands of people. That gotta speak, bro. That's more value than the average person that's walking around with
Absolutely.
five,
'Cause
$600,000 in their possession and don't got one person who rely on them. You got thousands of people on these YouTube streets that can't wait for you to push that live button, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I want to give to you, man. And I'm gonna get the floor over to D. Lasting words, anything you want to say to Jay Prince before
man,
we bring up our last speaker of the night.
man, bro, I love you, man. I appreciate you, man. I honor you, bro. You know, you always got a space for me. If you need to chop it up, you know, you can hit me up on Facebook or whatever. I even send you my number after the day, man. Because this is something you really, you know, eventually something like this is going to take place for all of us at some point in time. It's not a matter of how; it's more so a matter of when. And
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I mean? Losing anybody is something, you know what I'm saying? It's something you don't realize the effect until it's that first come around, you know what I'm saying? That first birthday, that first podcast, that first year. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
dang. And that's where value really lies. It, like you say, it really, that's why I push the value of people, because
Mm-hmm.
the money, you know, you what you gonna do with it once you gone? You can't. But you
Mm-hmm.
always have the place with yourself, which is truly where your value lies. Because when you pass away, that's who you're gonna be with. You're gonna be with yourself. you know.
Right.
And so I appreciate you, man, and really honoring brothers like yourself with that similar mindset, and even having a space to give brothers the space that don't have similar mindsets until they come to a point of realization, because that's where it really comes down to. A lot of us haven't had the space to be given because they dealt with people who haven't given themselves the space first and foremost. So I thank you for giving yourself the space, for allowing brothers like myself to come around and be given space as well, man. That is example. That is unmatched. The value, you can't put enough zeros behind it. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
man, God bless you, bro. Love you, man, and we'll talk
Love you
soon.
too, D.
Word up, hey, appreciate you, D, man. I'm gonna holler at you. All right, Jay Prince. Everybody that you already met over here, man, stepped up to the plate, gave you your flowers. But I want to introduce you to a young lady that just, not too long, joined TMAX Network via Niette Ridgeway. She brought her over to the network. And man, Niette, I appreciate you because this lady, this woman, this black sister, this queen from Washington State, right? I still don't know what freaking city she live in Washington, but nevertheless, she over in Washington State, right? I consider her not only just a host on Tuesday night at 10 p.m., I consider her a friend and definitely a sister and a family member of the TMAX Network. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to Miss Denise Nicole from Washington State.
Hello, family. My brother Jay Prince for president. How
Hey,
you living? How you feeling?
I'm feeling
I
good.
am in awe of this interview this evening. I definitely I've been taking notes. And one of you touched on so much, like the mask off, the effects of being a public figure and the mask that you have to put on to carry on throughout carrying and lifting people into places and spaces to elevate them so their voices can shine. That I first commend you. Taking a pause for the cause for Auntie J. May she rest in heavenly peace. You know what I mean? When you got a auntie that's saucy and like to cuss you out, set you straight and feed you steak, like that's the auntie that you always are gonna remember. And last night you said, man, I don't know if I should do a show. I don't know what sparked me to do the show and go live. That was Auntie J. You know, when them
Yeah,
songs come on and that remind you of her, like continue her memory, because it's that love, that real talk, real spill that never goes anywhere, that we all need. In this world when we're trapped in the matrix, people want to keep us booked and busy, but it's like that love that you talked about. That's the richness of earth. That's the richness of this life. Like that's the biggest wealth. You know what I mean? And
mm-hmm.
you talked about the challenge of, taking off that mask and just showing your vulnerability as a man. So thank you for lifting up that space, because a lot of people are going to put on that tough exterior. It takes so much to love. It's harder to love. Soul Child said it the best. So many people use your name in vain. They don't even know what this really is because they're not loving themselves first. And so in order for you to take a pause for the cause and love somebody else outside of yourself on your network, on the Black House Network, you know what I mean? Like that says a lot. So much respect to you. And I love how you said, I'm gonna sum it up in my words, okay? Men
Yeah,
chase, women choose, and Black men need love too. So continue the work that you do, because there's so many high value men that get disvalued every day just because of the color of their skin. So we honor you, we respect you, and we always will salute the Black House Network.
thank you, Denise. Um, that was really dope what y'all did today, man. I really appreciate this. I'm gonna shed a few tears after I leave here. I ain't but I would say this. I want to say this because it looked like my laptop gonna die. Um, I want to say this. I learned by losing a lot of people in my life. My cousin, she was shaky about it, but I lost a lot of people, a lot of close family members. So that taught me to appreciate people while they're here. Another thing, when you think about high value people, right? I always compare Martin Luther King to Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton, and Fred Hampton to all the rich people. Even though a lot of those rich guys, they got way more money than those people, but you can't even graduate out of school without knowing something about those people that I just named. They even got holidays after them. You know, we rich people die, they just die. We forget about them. But their names, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, their names been floating around for decades because they gave a different type of value to people, and that's what I want to be at. Not to mention my birthday the same day as Malcolm X, so I take pride in that. And I want to. That's my mission. That's in my heart to be. I want to be something like them. I don't. I could care less about the rich being the rich guy. That's that. I would look at that. That's like something that you could just blow in the wind. But what they did is they made people. I think our purpose is to make people feel, and no matter if it's bad or good, but you have the power to make people feel you, and you activate certain type of emotions out of people, and that's what I really care about. I'm not saying I'm a perfect dude, like I always say. There's gonna be times where y'all gonna agree with me. I think y'all gonna disagree more than y'all agree with me. But you can always count on me to be myself, and I always aim to be to do. I like doing heart feeling stuff, and that's my mission. That's what I care about. All that other type of stuff, yes, we need it because the type of situation that we are in today. But what's more valuable to me is love, families, relationships with people, um, and I think that'll make you comfortable enough to live in your own skin. Because I truly believe if people learn to live in their own skin, a lot of these careers, a lot of this stuff, what people doing within their life now, they probably wouldn't be doing it. A lot of people chose certain type of careers to get accepted. A lot of people doing is in certain type of spaces in their life to be accepted. They really don't feel like they still at peace. They not relaxed with themselves. They just know this is what shines to the world in the public eye. And that's why I feel more comfortable just being myself. I live in a 1 bedroom, but I feel good. I got all my kids and I feel comfortable. I'm not all the way there. I would give myself a C+. I'm leading towards being more comfortable and not caring about what they people think about me, and just live in my own heart. To me, I think that's the biggest world you can live in, when you live in your own skin and your own heart.
Facts, man. Um, Denise, I'll give you the floor. Just meeting Jay Prince. If you don't know all about what they have going on, please look up his channel, Jay Prince for President on YouTube. Subscribe, like all that other stuff. But if you got anything, because Denise is one of the dopest hosts. Like she own it. And one thing that I noticed about her, did you notice when she first came up here? She looking down. This woman taking notes. Everything I'm coming with is straight off the top of the head. So that's why I'm, I'm gonna play the background and give her the whole role because she's dope. So Denise, you got anything that you want to hit Jay Prince with before we get him up out of here and let him get to his babies?
Absolutely. Before your laptop dies, my brother, the biggest takeaway that I want everybody watching this interview to know that you said is that you have to feel it to heal it. Stop numbing that pain. Stop acting like it doesn't exist because it's going to come back up. It's going to regurgitate itself.
Mm-hmm.
So take the time to heal. Take the time to connect to your brothers, your sister, and community, and really honor those while they're still here. Life is short. Time waits for no man or no woman. And the biggest expense you will ever pay is your time and your energy. You can never get it back. So continue to love, continue to do all that you do. We salute you from the TMAX network to the Black House family. Our condolences for Auntie Jay, and we love you, my brother.
Thank you.
Hey, look, man, I left you up in the top left-hand corner for a reason. We wanted to bow down to you and let you know that over here, you are the spotlight when you come, especially on an occasion like this. So we wanted to give you your flowers, man. Tell you that everything you're doing over there with Jay Prince for President channel and the Black House everybody that you got a whole campaign. You got people from vice president all the way down to top flight security of the world outside the gate at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, right? So, man, thank you so much, Jay Prince, for setting the standard of coming from ground up, right? So many other people jump on platforms and they start their channel with 2,000 people because of where they come from. You came from zero and you're a real life hero. You got thousands of people who depend on you to go live each and every night. And I love the fact that you don't censor people, you don't block their comments in the comment section, and you give a open floor for all your real, true supporters that's in the Black House. You let them run shows when you sleeping, man. That's the dopest thing ever. And I just hope the TMAX network can get some 10 to 20% of what y'all got going on over there. So, man, we appreciate you, bro. I know your laptop about to die. You got any lasting words, and then we'll let you get up out of here so we can wrap this up.
I would say, man, I really appreciate y'all, man, and I love y'all. And Auntie J, man, that was my dog, man, and when she passed, it felt because ever since then, after I spoke with my Auntie J, I was calling her because usually when she says she usually pops up, and when I wasn't seeing her, I just kept calling her phone, calling her IG. I'm calling around, checking the people like, man, you talk to Auntie J? You talk to Auntie J? And actually, when I was making a thumbnail yesterday, I said, before I make this thumbnail, I'm finna call, because there was somebody on my channel, his name Will. He had said a prayer because they was assuming that she was passed. So he just made a prayer. He just said a prayer. And that's the first prayer that I've really felt like my heart was heavy. And so I kept calling, no answer, no answer. I said, man, I'm gonna get a hold of Auntie J today. So the next day came around like 9 o'clock at night yesterday, while I was making a thumbnail for a show. I had to call her. I said, let me call her a couple more times before I do the show. And that's when her daughter sent me that message and said she passed. I was like, whoa. It's like damn, like I just got punched. Took the wind out of me. I was like, damn, man. I felt like she was gone. Because Auntie J don't be missing. She don't be missing out. So I felt like she was gone. And I was stuck. I was stuck. And I just let God take his course and let him handle how I should move afterwards. I think that was God did that in the Black House. I don't think it was me. I think the Black House, God, I think it was more, even Auntie J, everybody put that together yesterday. And because I know damn well I didn't do it. I just let it ride.
And it rode off into the sunset so beautifully, bro. Like Auntie J, just like they said in your chat, she would have been proud. I promise you. That was amazing. So, man, Jay Prince,
part 2 coming up.
Go ahead.
We got part 2 to Auntie J coming up. We're gonna take all her little clips and stuff. Her daughter, I'm gonna surprise people with that. But we try to make a lot of little clips and stuff like that. I want to send her. I believe, even though her family had a funeral in real life, we was her virtual feelings family, so we gave her a virtual funeral, and that's why I want to go all out for my Auntie J.
Man, no doubt, man. We will make sure you get me the times when you're gonna start that, and
I need some help.
Huh?
I need some help putting it together.
Hey, call me.
Right.
Me and you gonna put it together. I know you are. It's your vision. I'll help however I can, but make sure when it's time for you to go live and all that, we're gonna bring TMAX Network over there in the comments and come up on the panel, whatever you having. We want to contribute, man. So yeah, me and you will talk tomorrow. I know you 2 hours behind me?
I'm Central Time. It's 10:36 where I'm at.
That's an hour, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all Eastern years hour difference.
Yeah. So we'll talk tomorrow, and I'll give you as much advice, and D as well. I know he'll pitch in over there, man, and we'll help you put that together. That'll be an honor for me and D and Denise. He's dope with ideas and create. So everybody see right here,
Yeah.
we'll get together tomorrow and we'll put something
Denise,
together. Help you put it together. Go ahead.
I want to say this, Denise. You remind me so much. I don't know if you know her, but you remind me of my other virtual auntie. Her name is Lockhart.
Yep.
You like a Miss Lockhart. That's my dog too, man. I love Miss Lockhart.
Mm-hmm. She was
Like a younger
you.
Lockhart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Miss Lockhart was up there with me, you and Judge Joe.
Judge O'Brien,
yeah.
You know, he came on again. We're gonna do another show with him too.
Yeah. Man, you're doing big things over there, man. I want to show you something, Jay Prince, before we let you go. I know your laptop about to die, but check this out. Bruh, do you know when you Google your name, you all over the place, Chief?
Really?
Look, bro, like when you Google, like nothing else comes up but you.
Really?
Look, check this out. You all over the place, Jay.
He's Googleable.
He's Googleable. Hey,
That's
man,
a tongue twister.
you all over the place. That whole page was all you, man. When you Google Jay Prince, man, and you done pushed Jay Prince from Houston down to the bottom of Google. Like that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that.
So, bro, we appreciate you, man. We're gonna let you get up out of here. Denise and I are gonna drop some announcements for the remainder of this week going into next Tuesday. And man, we just want to salute you, bro. We'll talk tomorrow. We'll get together and do as much as we can for Auntie J, man. We appreciate you, Jay Prince.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Shout out to TMAX Network.
Facts. All right, man. Well, look, there you guys have it, man. Hey, D, man, we appreciate you for popping on. We can't wait to see what you bring in on Sunday at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and Denise gonna rock it out, but we gotta introduce somebody to the platform that is gonna. I think they're gonna shut it down, man. Denise, you are a whole superstar and a whole vibe by yourself. But with this next person that I'm gonna bring up, I already know. Rest in peace, Auntie J.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this banner off because what I'm about to say has nothing to do with that. This next person I'm about to bring up, along with yourself, we finna shut shit down. That's fact. Hey, listen, we got Hot Boy Zeke in the building. Hot Boy Zeke, can you hear me, man? Loud and clear.
Man, what's going on, man? I know y'all probably can't see me. I'm in the back of Uber. I just got off the plane, man, but I was gonna keep on working.
Your plane was delayed. Your plane was delayed about an hour and 15 minutes, but hey.
Man, who you telling? And I'm glad I made it down. It was doing flips and somersaults. I had to clutch my chain.
Yeah, facts, man. But listen, we here with Denise. For the people that's watching, this is Hot Boy Zeke. He is now going to be a regular co-host / host. Denise is host / co-host. They're going to flip this thing on Tuesday nights with the People's Campaign. I'm going to be featured onto their platform. This is their platform. I am taking a role like Jay Prince. I'm turning the whole platform over to Niette Ridgeway, D Awesome One, Denise Nicole, and now Hot Boy Zeke. And I want to be in the background, let them have fun, and bring a perspective to a Tuesday night People's Campaign that we're going to be highlighting people, spotlighting businesses. We're going to be giving information so people can run to platforms and get the help that they need. Over on Sundays with D Awesome, we got the men's mental health. Miss Niette Ridgeway, she got Boss Talk. Man, we are starting to form a real, true network family over here at TMAX. So, Denise, I appreciate you. Zeke, I know we can't see you, but we can hear you loud and clear. I want y'all to kind of talk for a little bit, and we'll wrap it up with some announcements for next Tuesday.
Well, it's an honor.
Right. How you doing, my new sib, Hot Boy Zeke? How you living? How you feeling? I'm gonna ask you to ask the Uber, right? Every car got a dome light, and you need that spotlight. Can he turn that on for you? Can you just push it over so we can see you?
All right, let me. There you go. All right.
There you go. How you doing?
Oh Lord, I'm telling you, man, it is a blessing. I'm just telling you right now, it's a blessing. to be in the land of living, like my mom would say, one more day.
Every day above ground is a good day.
Yes. So I missed out on a topic. I know we're doing the people's campaign. So what was the topic today? I guess I wanted. What was the topic today?
Today was more of a tribute to Auntie Jay, of the Black House Network. So we had our brother Jay Prince for president on, and just paying tribute to Auntie Jay. May she rest in peace. He did an amazing tribute to her last evening. There's a part 2 coming up real soon, and I'm just going to give you the highlight reels. Our brother talked about taking your mask off, the effects of being a public figure, and how that makes you, kind of like a watered down version for the public persona. How it is important to feel it to heal it. And one of the things that he said that he loved about Auntie Jay is that she was real talk, real spill. She may cuss you out, set you straight, and feed you steak, but she's always going to show up and show out. And last but not least, that a man is going to chase, and it's a woman's job to choose, and Black men need love too. And so that right there in itself was like a quick synopsis of what our brother Jay Prince for president brought to the table. We didn't have a topic. It was just all love, and how that richness of love and giving folks their flowers while they're here is so important. So, shout out to the TMAX network and our brother, Mr. TKO, for giving us a platform to really share the love and the light. Love, light, and respect always.
Absolutely. First and foremost, man, rest in peace to Auntie, man. And I never got a chance to really meet her and stuff, but from what I hear, man, her spirit was sweet, and that's all you can ask for. And then, my brother Jay Prince for president, man. And man, prayers and healing come your way, man, because that's a loss. A lot of times, as people, we don't know how to feel anymore, so we have to learn how to feel a little bit more. So, man, blessings and peace to that her family, Jay Priest, anybody connected to, because that's a tremendous loss.
Absolutely. And I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to Tuesday night, our platform, the People's Campaign, where conversations are had and results are made. How are you feeling about being the newest co-host / host?
Well, I'm gonna fill it in. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna fill it in. So, what we talking about? You just said something like the last little tidbit. You said to be chased and chosen. Oh, you want to hear my? Let me give you my perspective, right? So
Let me hear it.
when you chase something, it's running from you, not to you. That's first of all. When you're chasing something, see, you chase animals. Animals are chased because or preyed upon because they're for food or whatever kind of game. So I don't want to chase you. Now I pursue you. That's the difference because pursuing is you're staying right where you at. I just gotta meet them qualifications to get to where you at. It's just like when you go to a degree, you pursue a degree, and you become a candidate once you meet those qualifications. So I pursue you, but I would never chase.
Listen, that's word from the curb from a man of high value. Okay, so instead of we're gonna replace chasing with attracting. We
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
attract and pursue. You want to draw that person to you, and that really comes from knowing yourself, loving yourself, and it's them pheromones. Come on, smell this good nectar
Oh,
that she got.
oh, yeah, oh, yeah. But see, that's the thing about it too. And a lot of times people don't understand to what you are is what you attract. And I tell people, if you want to stop attracting broken people, stop being broken. So a lot of
Oh,
times we made our pain our personality. That's it. We need to stop making our pain our personality. So if I want this woman that's gonna be XYZ, I might have to be XYZ too as well. It's all about changing your cologne, changing your smell because you don't want to attract the wrong people. Sometimes we're just healers by nature. Some people are just healers by nature. So you're gonna attract broken people because they're gonna be something for you to do and something for you to heal. So you need to start letting them broken people be where they're gonna be at and let them heal. And you start getting healed people. So that's a whole nother. I'll tell you that's a whole nother right there.
well, I think you just created a whole new hashtag. Change your cologne. Hashtag change your perfume, and get ready to attract whom you choose. Um,
Absolutely.
and so let me slow down a little bit and say, Hot Boy Zeke, where are you from? Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Ooh, I'm from the good old H-Town, man, Fifth Ward, right here in Houston, Houston. I am a veteran. of the military. Blue Rod Marine Corps. I'm a veteran. I'm also a celebrity barber and a DJ. And now, of my newest venture, I'm actually a clothing designer. I got my new line, Wells Made. I don't know if you can see it. Y'all can see it. Wells Made. So that's going to be coming out really soon. So I'm a jack of all trades. I believe in just letting your gift shine. A lot of times I think about it, and I'm a PK. I'm a preacher's kid. Nobody know. My mom was a missionary, Church Girl of Christ, and it always brings me back to the story about the men with talents, with 3, 7, 5, or whatever, or the 1 talent and 3 talents and 7 talents, and how people have more talents and they're scared to sit here and use every one of their talents. Don't be ashamed to use your talent. So if you can sing, if you can direct, if you can act, if you can DJ, if you can draw, use all those talents because they're given to you for a reason. Because somebody's looking at you saying, "Man, I don't want to show that, or I don't want to do that because of people make me feel a certain kind of way." And I just learned at an early age. I'm from my second grade teacher. Shout out to Miss Lust. If Miss Lust is looking, I know she's kind of older. If Miss Lust listening, I love you, Miss Lester, because she told me something that was very valuable and to this day I hold true. In second grade, she said, never dim your light to allow somebody else to shine. So that's what I've been walking in ever since then, ever since second grade.
Absolutely. Well, you know, we like to say the 573, those gifts that you have, don't bury them or else you will lose them. Don't take them for granted because they were given to you for such as a time as this, and your gifts, and that's what an S on the end will always make room for you. And so,
Absolutely.
you know, platforms like the TMAX Network are our ministry. It's our
Absolutely.
ministry, period, because we're touching every area of life to help people understand that you're human, that you're going to make human flaw, leave room for error, but also leave room to be able to expand and tap in with the TMAX Network and say, hey, this is a topic I want to touch on, because we want to talk about it. We want to help you help yourself become the best version of yourself. Everybody over here is an inspirational influencer, inspiring you to be the best version of yourself. We don't want bad copyrights. We want dope originals always. And that's on period,
Absolutely.
Pooh.
That's on period right there. I mean, we've actually mastered the thought of being somebody else, and really we mastered that art of being somebody else, and we just lacking in being original. I mean, in the world of carbon copy, everybody's a copy of a copy of a copy, but people are afraid to be original because they're scared they're gonna stand out. Well, it's for you to stand out. I'm one of one, and that's it. That's all it's gonna be. I'm one of one, and when people start being, especially this generation, man, I look at just I mean, I'm a little bit older. I have like grown kids, like you know what I'm saying. So it's almost like what they see in the internet and how everything is geared towards. You got to be like this person. You have to have this sound. I say stand out and be your own person. I mean, it's okay to be who you are. You created that for a reason. You have the unique out of 70 billion combination DNA. You one on one. So that's what I tell people. You're one on one.
Absolutely. It's so important to be yourself. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Mr. TKO because you asked the question, but I didn't get an opportunity to ask you because you're like, what part of Washington State you from, friend? And so allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Denise Nicole, a proud host of the People's Campaign on Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I'm a Cali native, East Bremerton raised, and Lakewood, Washington. That's, south of Seattle, groomed, and so I have the opportunity to raise up Pierce County youth as the deputy director of a program called Palmer Scholars, putting young adults of color into position for livable wage careers and post-secondary education. I love what we do over here at the TMAX Network and keep it real. In my spare time, I'm like my brother, Hot Boy Zeke said, I'm a niece of all trades. I like to have my hands in construction and modeling and pageantry and anything entertainment. You're gonna find Denise Nicole there. And if I ain't getting paid to do it, I don't think I want to be their friend. But no, I give back to my community, and I love y'all, and I'm so proud to be a part of this network. And it's all love. We're so excited to welcome our newest co-host and
Oh, my bad, Denise. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to unmute Zeke so he can fall right in. But go ahead.
Oh,
Zeke, she was giving you the floor to say she
oh,
welcomed you over here to the group, man. I want to tell both of y'all something. going into
Mm-hmm.
next Tuesday, uh, I think it's gonna be real impactful, really dope. I know Denise got, some dope people lined up. I hate to keep using the word dope, but that's all I can think of when I'm talking about straight to the vein, straight to the heart, pumping into your chest, and giving that feeling of what she says, the enlightened feeling of what you use, your big friend, the endorphins or whatever you said. What do you say? Pheromones.
It's the pheromone. You want to change
But
that scent. You want that good aroma to
That,
attract,
yeah,
attract what you choosing.
man.
that part, and I know that that's what we're building over here. So I appreciate both of y'all, man. Let me put this out there, and then you can close it out, Denise. Next Tuesday, I know Denise has her people coming over, and we're going to spotlight some folks, and we're going to get some information of what they're doing. The one thing that I do want to message I want to relay to both of y'all is that I know both of y'all, your chemistry is going to hit. Your mindsets are very similar, and your talents. You articulate words very well, and you're very witty, like myself. The only problem is I don't like to be center stage. So at the end of the day, man, I appreciate both of y'all. Hot Boy Zeke, traveling on the highway, safe travels, bro. Denise, I'm gonna turn it back over to you. You can end the show. If you got any questions that you want from me, go ahead and hit me with them now because I'm about to bounce.
No questions. Just giving you your honor for giving us the platform in this space, and we appreciate you, bro.
All right, no doubt, man. Love y'all. I'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely, man. I love that brother, man. He's I'm telling you, man, he's an inspiration, man. He makes you believe in yourself even sometimes when you doubt it. But like I said, hey, well, thank you for welcoming such a warm welcome. Oh yeah, we gonna turn it out. We're gonna get some thought provoking. We're gonna get some chest shaking and some belly rubbing on this, man. We're gonna have people thinking outside the box, and that's what we do, man. Have people think outside the box. Ain't nothing wrong with thinking. I tell you, the best minds do it.
Absolutely. We thank you for being here tonight, and get home safe. Tell that Uber driver he got precious cargo in the back. Be safe.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, my brother. Have a good night. So, again, this is your girl, Denise Nicole, with the People's Campaign on Tuesday nights. Next Tuesday, June 20th, we have Miss Kamei International coming on live and direct, talking about her journey from modeling to pageantry to all things legal, why you need an LLC, why you should have a living will, a trust, and how to really cover yourself. And make sure you get your documents notarized. June 27th, we have psychic life coach, my girl, my sister, Nikila Asha of Ashworth Scott Life Sculpting. She's my real life coach, y'all. And she's coming on to give that good word she's a divine interpreter. So she getting it straight from source. And she's going to set you straight and give you some good giveaways. So stay tuned. Tuesdays nights, it's the People's Campaign. Conversations are had and results are made. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday nights, we have Miss Niette Ridgway, my girl, my sister, with the Boss Talk, where hustlers, entrepreneurs, and like-minded folks like you want to tune in at 5:45 Eastern Standard Time. And then right after is our brother D Awesome One coming through with the missing conversations. You do not want to miss out. And that's at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace, love, and always remember what we talked about tonight. You got to feel it to heal it. And we salute you. Peace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the A gangster, a gentleman. You were everything and more. Gangster in the streets, but an African king at home. California swag. We met at 360 on the east side.
Active by night? He going crazy.
You call me your little baby, marry me, I'll carry your baby. Don't care what you've been doing lately, I'm here for you